Hi all, this is TheHawtAngel, and this will be a quick update on my Bloog Max Fusion that I got from happyvaper.com here in Canada. I've had it for a month now, so I've been able to test it out more. I got the red 102mm one. This is the longest one you can get. There's also two other sizes, and I picked out red, and the cool thing about it is you can get the cartomizers to match the battery, so it's kind of nice. And I actually have a 510 red drip tip, so it matches quite nicely. In my first look at it, I did say the battery was lasting me about 3 hours, but that was kind of skewed because I found out after a few days that one of the batteries was a little bit wonky, and that was replaced right away with jack. And now that I've been testing out two batteries that actually work, the battery life on it is actually about 4.5 hours, which is kind of what I was expecting out of a 480 mAh unit. So I was quite happy that I was getting a little bit more battery life out of it. I am still enjoying it. It's, like I said before, it's great for the car and on the go, and it has a really good throat hit to it. Now, I've had a few people ask me questions about it, about the drip tips in particular, and how to fill it, so I'd like to show you that. This is just a normal 510 red drip tip, so you can just put that right on the end of your carta. Now you're going to take the plug out, and then you can put the drip tip right on it. The idea of the drip tip is you can just drip your juice right into it as you go, and you normally could do that on a manual battery, but this is an automatic battery, so that's not a good idea, because an automatic battery has a little hole in here, and if your juice gets into that hole, your battery is going to be ruined. So what you're going to do when you want to fill this, you can do it either with the battery or the drip tip on or off. It's your choice, but you're going to put it at an angle like a beer bottle and just drip into it a few drops like that, making sure that it's not on the battery. And then just to make sure that you don't have any juice in the little hole in the reservoir that's going to drip down into your battery, I would give it a good blow into a Kleenex like that. Now that'll be for refilling it after it's already full, and then once you've made sure that there's no extra juice in that little hole, then you can put it back on your battery and vape away. But it's very important to keep any juice out of the middle part, because that is going to drip down and go into the hole of the battery, and it might ruin it on you. I am also going to show you, now here's your cartomizers. I'm going to show you how to fill one of these from the start. You're going to take it out of the packaging, pop it out of the little blister, and then take off these two little end caps. Now there's a couple ways that you can fill this. You can either fill one of these condoms that we call them about halfway to 3/4 way, and then just submerge battery end down into it, and that will fill it up for you. And then once you've done that, you're going to blow it out and make sure, again, like the juice isn't in the center part of it. But usually the way I do it, and this is what I'm going to show you, I'm going to take that little rubber cap off of it, and then in this hole here I will fill it. I'm going to fill this one with some chai tea. You're going to put it sideways like that, and I'm going to drip 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. Then I'm going to turn it halfway around, put another 1, 2, 3, 4, and then take a look. I don't know if you can see inside, it's starting to soak down. After you give it a few minutes to soak down, you're going to do another 4, and then another 4 on the other side. And then at this point I would just give it a quick blow. And I find since your heating element is at the bottom and usually it takes a while for it to soak all the way through, I will put 4 drops actually right into the battery hole, and you will see them soak right in there. And you will see it, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but they're soaking in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those 4 drops soaked in, but of course I'm gonna wipe that off again and take a look at the top. The top looks dry again, so I'll do another 4 and another 4 on the other side, always going sideways. Now that should be full. Again, I'm going to give it a quick blow because there definitely could be juice from all of that in the middle of it, and you don't want, like I said, to put that on your battery. Now this cartomizer should be full and ready to go. So if you want to add a drip, you can just put this little stopper back on it. Happy Vaper also does sell the Bloog tips for this, the Bloog drip tips, but if you already have normal 510 drip tips, you don't really need that. You can just put any 510 drip tip and it should snap right on there for you. And then you're going to insert that on your battery. And there is a freshly filled cartomizer full of your juice. And the great thing about empty cartomizers, and you can fill it with any one of your favorite juices. And the battery's dead. That's wonderful. Let's go get a new battery. And this is why I would recommend when you pick up the kit, there is 2 kits. One of them comes with 1 battery, but the other one comes with 2 batteries, and I chose the one with 2 batteries because it's always good to have a backup. So when that first battery dies, you can just grab your second one. See, big difference. So hopefully this answered the questions about the drip tips. Like I said before, you can have your favorite whistle tips or your steel drip tips or whichever ones that you like. You can just stick that on your e-cigarette. You don't really need that at all. You can just vape it with the little bung stuck back in there if you want it, but I prefer, because sometimes the cartomizer does get a little bit hot and it's just more comfortable in my mouth with the drip tip, so this is the way I like it. And it's kind of cool because this one's red and it matches my little red e-cigarette. That's basically how you do it, folks. Thanks for checking out this vid. This is my update on the Bloog Max Fusion from happyvaper.com. Jack is in Canada, but he does ship all over the world, and he has super great customer service. Like I found out again in this one where my battery was a little bit wonky, and the very next day after I emailed him, it was on my way to me, the new one. I did buy this unit with my own money. I was curious about the Bloog. I'd seen many reviews and many people were enjoying it, so I thought I would check it out, and I have to say I'm not disappointed at all. It hits a lot harder than the normal 510 auto that I have, and you know, it's nice and slick and red, and I do love the battery life because the 510 auto, the battery life is only like an hour to 2 hours, and this 4.5 hours is pretty good. It's not quite to an Eagle battery, but it's really nice for a pen style, the battery life on this. Thanks for watching, and if you have any more questions, just throw them underneath this vid. Thanks for watching, guys.